Hey guys, hope we're all well. Hope we're all good in the hood. It is Monday. Mindset Mondays it is. And day 312, I believe. We're getting up there, we're getting that counter. And the point I want to do a video on mindset. I think it's kind of what you can control ultimately. You can control your results to a certain degree, but ultimately you might not always get what you want out of life. But the one thing you can control is your mind, and how you feel and how you think to a certain degree. And it's something that a lot of people, like depression and stuff like that, and depressed. But just by saying you are depressed, you probably feel a little bit sadder. How about you just say, I'm happy? And where I did like videos where talking to the mirror. That stuff works, man. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to tell yourself, I'm the man. You're the man. I can do it. Just look at yourself and do that for like a minute, and you're going to see a big change in your state. Like literally, you can change your mindset just like that. It's like, if I'm ever feeling unmotivated in training, I always use that Dorian Yates mindset. It says if you had a gun to your head, when you're doing, might say, I don't know, I'm just about to squat at the bar or do an next set, that gun to your head kind of mindset, you're gonna move that weight. You're really gonna get under that weight, and you're gonna give it your all, no matter what. Just flip your mindset like that, and that can day-to-day situations. If you're in, you're in a bit of a stressful situation, or someone's annoying you, pissing you off, flip it on its head. You can literally go, okay, whatever. Take some deep breaths. Just breathe, man. And you can literally just change your state in a matter of seconds, and you can feel better. And you know what? So what? Crack on. Do what you want. Because the calmest person in the room probably is like the most attractive person in the room, as they say. Like, when you're around people, you're going to go around the person who's a bit agitated, a bit nervous, or a bit like, what's going on? You're going to go around the person who's just cool and just in their element. And that's, for me, is a good mindset to have. That's how I like to try and be and come across, and try and be a positive person to be around. I always try and want to lift people up. I've said it before, leave people better than you found them. And even when I'm having a bad day, I try and do my best. I do have bad days, but it's just one of those days, isn't it? You just move on. The next day's probably going to be better. So I think mindset is so overlooked, and I think with stuff like feeling depressed and stuff like that, I mean, every person's gonna have a day where, like, maybe a relative or someone's gonna pass, or someone's not gonna be there in your life no more, and that is definitely a sad time. There's no doubt about that. But I think you have to kind of just process it and get through it ultimately. And but I think like moaning or being a bit upset because you're not getting results in your life, well, it's a bit silly. Like, you realize that you've got to work hard for these things, and if you put yourself out there and do something every day that's making yourself get to, whether that is earning more money, getting the body you want, building a relationship with somebody, if you're putting steps in place every day, then what more can you do? You're doing the right things. If you are doing the right things, then ultimately you're going to get there eventually. But the point I want to get is that his mindset is everything, and you've got to have a healthy mind. You're going to get healthy results, and people want to be around that. I like to think my mindset's pretty good on things on life. I like to feel like when people are around me, it's generally a good, fun, positive experience, and I like to surround myself with like-minded people. I I tell people now, I literally, if someone's been negative, I literally tell them, put them on the spot, and just, "Hey, you been negative, man, shut up." I don't know, sometimes say it abruptly, it depends. I literally just tell them, call them out on it. Just STFU, you know, basically. I ain't got time for that, man. Life is too precious, and you know, you don't need to be around negative people. You really don't. Cut them out. That's one of my things for mindset is cut negative people out in your life. I think you know, if someone's going through a rough time, like I said, for whatever, you know, they've lost somebody, they've had a loss in their life, something like that, something really tragic has happened, and they're being a little bit of a being negative, then you know, give them some slack. But you know, if they're being negative because the weather's not right, or they're you know, they're, I don't know, can't buy the latest iPhone or whatever that may be, you know, you need to check them. As far as I'm concerned, put them in their place, man. Just put them. Say, yeah, well, whose fault's that? Whose fault's that you can't get the latest iPhone? Whose fault's that you can't go out and buy that car? It's your fault. So you got to work harder. You got to put a plan in place. That's it. Anyway, a bit of a rant today, guys. But you know, food for thought. You know, main thing I want to get is, you know, even if somebody's like a guy friend and he's split with his girlfriend and he's, you know, I'll give him time, but ultimately I think you've got to get back on the horse and, you know, start talking to more girls or work harder in your work or whatever. You know, if he's been in a relationship with a girl for a long time, I'll be like, yeah, man, cool. I'm here for you if you need. We'll go out for a beer, whatever that may be. Go for a workout, anything like that. But ultimately, you know, after a week or so, and he's still being a bit, you know, bit of a Debbie Downer about the situation. I'm like, come on, man, you know, let's pick it up. You know, you're a good dude. Anyone would be lucky to have you, type thing. And I install that positivity in them, and then before they know it, they're back on the horse usually. Because I think that's, you just have to. You have to pick people up. You're in a squad. You're in your tribe. You want everybody, you know, to be thinking good and focused, and you know, don't need any Debbie Downers. I ain't got time for that. Really haven't. And I know a few Debbie. I've hung around with Debbie Downers in my past. People are just negative, and you know, everything's a problem. You know, I just like, you know what? Just get out of here. Get out of town. Don't need you. Don't need you. I don't want you. I don't want it. It's simple. Anyway, guys, this is a bit of a rant, but you get the feeling. Mindset is everything, and ultimately, you don't want to be around negative people. You want to be people who uplift you, make you feel good, and generally, you know, don't let the little things in life bother them. But apart from that, guys, we'll leave it there. Hope you're having a great Monday, and I will see you tomorrow.